Hi all, today we will talk about control statements in Python. So today we will see that what are these control statements and why do we need them. So as the name implies, control statements will be used to control loops execution behavior. A control statement with specified condition will monitor a loop, and as soon as that particular condition has been met, it will change the execution behavior of the loop. Definitely, if else condition will be used to apply certain operations based on certain conditions. But what if we want to stop the execution or start with the next iterator without moving further into the loop? So in such scenarios, we will need control statements. Now, there are three control statements. Those are being widely used in Python. So first is break control statement, another one is continue, and last one is pass statement. So we will see one by one what is the use cases of break, continue, and pass. Mostly you will get an idea based on the names itself. The first one is break. So break statement will be used to exit the current loop execution. In other terms, it will terminate the loop. Again, it will be based on certain conditions, and once that condition has been met, it will stop the execution, it will terminate the loop. One thing to note over here is, let's say I have more than one loop. Let's say multiple loop statements are there. So wherever we have applied this control statement, it will be applicable to that particular loop only, and other loop will continue as is. Again, like if we have multiple loops, break will break the loop under which it has been mentioned, and other loop will continue as is. And the same thing will be applicable to both continue and pass control statement. Now we will talk about continue. So continue will be useful when we don't want to move further into the loop and we want to start with the next iterator, so that next iteration. So it will skip all the other operations after continue statement, like whatever we have mentioned below continue statement, it will be ignored and it will start with the next iteration. And the last one is pass. So pass will be used when no action is required, so that for null operation, it will pass the execution, it will pass the control whatever we have mentioned below the pass statement. Now let's see practically that how they will impact any loops execution behavior. So over here, I have one variable called I, which initial value is 0. Then we are increasing the value of I by 1. Then we have provided three conditions over here. First is, if I is divisible by 2, then say that it is divisible by 2 and just pass it. Okay. Then we have another condition, like if I is divisible by 3, then mention that I is divisible by 3 and continue. And finally, we have this last statement, like if I equal to 5, then break. And we have one global statement for this loop, like last print statement of one number, like of particular number. Let me execute this stuff. So I will execute this particular code block. Okay, so the code block has been executed and we have got the result over here. So this is my result portion, and now we will understand that what is it. So first of all, the iteration will start with I equal to 0, and then over here its value will be increased to 1. So then I will be 1. Now over here, this I equal to 1 does not fall either in this if statement, neither in this if statement, nor in this if statement. So it will directly print the global statement for this while loop, that is last print statement of I, that will be 1. So you can see that we have this statement, last print statement of 1. Then value of I will be again increased by 1. So I will be 2. Over here, 2 will be divisible by 2. Hence, it will print this specific statement that 2 is divisible by 2. And then it will pass the control to the final statement, means over here, like last print statement of 2. Hence, over here, we will have two statements, like 2 is divisible by 2 and last print statement of 2. So as you can see that with the help of this pass, the control will be passed to the next operation, to the next statement. So it will be directly over here. Okay, then again the value of I will be increased by 1, and now this time we will have value of I equal to 3. So over here 3 will be divisible by 3, so it will print this statement like 3 is divisible by 3, which is over here. Then we have used this continue over here. So in this scenario, the execution, the control will not move further down. It will start with next iterator. It will start with next iteration. So that will be I equal to 4. Again, I equal to 4, which will be divisible by 2. So it will print two things. 4 is divisible by 2. So which is over here. 4 is divisible by 2. And the final statement, last print statement of 4. And as soon as the next value of I become 5, it will come to this statement, I equal to 5. And as the value of I is equal to 5, it will break the execution of the loop. So it will break the loop. It will terminate the loop execution. Hence, we won't have any statement afterwards over here. So this will be blank because the execution has been terminated. So this final last statement won't be there. Again, like you can use this control statement with while loop, with for loop. One more thing that I would like to showcase over here is, here we have multiple loops. So first loop is this for loop, and another one is this another for loop, and we have used this break statement under this particular for loop. So as I have mentioned earlier, that whenever you are using break, continue, or pass statements under specific loop, it will impact that loop only. So in this case, break will stop the execution of this for loop only. It is not going to impact this loop. Okay, so this loop will continue to run as is. Let me run this statement. Okay, so as you can see over here that first we have got k equal to 0, then b equal to 0, and then 0 is divisible by 2, hence it is breaking the statement. So hence this for loop for b will never be go beyond b equal to 0. Okay, so you can see over here that k equal to 1, b equal to 0, k equal to 2, b equal to 0, k equal to 3, b equal to 0. It won't impact this particular for loop. So the execution of this for loop will continue till it gets the value of 5. And till the next video, keep practicing, keep learning. That's it for the day. Thank you everyone for watching this video.